Alright, next up we're gonna check out this beautiful MTX here, of course, and besides that, this is actually, even though it doesn't look like that, it's a physical Warlord. It is a physical Markovian set Warlord. So it uses the full Markovian set. It's like kind of like a different way to build Blitz. Markovian set, also Bargol's Root. In this case, this is actually a triple rare, Relentless of Fervor, Relentless of Alacrity, or something like, what's the prefix called again? Like Magic Physical of Fervor is great as well. And then double Gargable Rings, Devastating of Attack, Imposing of like Alacrity rather. So these are like only single rare, this is double rare. And then Metal is aggressive of Supremacy. So all of these items are rather easy to get, I would say, except for maybe the weapon. The weapon is a triple rare after all. So if you have, for example, like Tyrants of Fervor is also like a triple rare, of course. This would also be like another like GG combination. But you're probably going to be fine with like a magic suffix or prefix instead of that as well. The Blitz Shattering Smash Markovian Warlord, similar to the Krieg/Milton variant, is of course using a Blitz that is actually in this case not even like fully maxed out. It's only 16 points with 13 points in Blast Shield, Blindside rather, and 22 points in Minder's Bulwark. This one maxed out because, you know, like some absorption, flat damage, regeneration, very good skill overall. And then you have like the attack speed here, couple points of field command. Kind of surprised it didn't get to like 12 points for like the armor and so on. But okay, I guess. And then like some 1-pointers here and here and here in the weapon pool skills, as well as into fighting spirit. 1 point just like down here into all of these basically. Couple more points in Decorated Soldier for the slow resistance, and a couple more points into Series of Battle, Scars of Battle rather, for the stun resistance and the armor absorption. And then Oathkeeper 3 has a maxed out Safeguard, 9 point Smite, and then a maxed out Shattering Smash. This is your main ability here, even more so over Blitz, I would say, in this case. And then, of course, a Righteous Fervor, which is your main like default attack replacer, is maxed out. And you have like a couple of points down here into the points down here as well. Now, you can see that this one right here, in this case, is using the Chains of Oleron, but of course you could also use the Chains of Anguish to get like +1 all skills, even to the Oathkeeper side of the tree, and then you would have like another +1 to all of these. Chains of Anguish does come with its own like penalty though, of like, you know, having like physical resistance reduction to yourself whenever like the skill procs and so on. So Chains of Anguish is like a little bit, I don't know, and I wouldn't necessarily like recommend it for hardcore, to be honest. Devotions look like this, right? You have like Ulzard, Azrakar, Bear, Vire, as well as Turtle and Assassin's Blade. I would say this is very, very standard for like physical 1.2 builds that don't like overly rely on like regeneration and stuff like that. Right, so you have like Ulzard for the big proc here to like give you a armor and physical damage boost. You have like some Azrakar, mostly for the node, but like the skill is okay here too because you can put it to Guardians. Then we have the Righteous Fervor and Assassin's Mark, which is your resistance reduction, your mandatory resistance reduction skill. Then you have the Maul for like armor reduction and like some bleach, and as well as like some overall like decent nodes as well on like the skill itself, like the devotion itself. And then Vire, of course, which got buffed in 1.2, which has some pretty ridiculous stats like 5% physical resistance over here. So yeah, this is pretty strong on 1.2 right now. Anyway, first of all, we're gonna check out the Ravager fight. We're gonna use all of the 900 and 450 second pot potions here. Not using the 30-second swans, right? I'm gonna skip those because you will have to like reapply them every 30 seconds, and I don't want you to like have to shuffle through your bar here all too much. So I mean, if you want to at home, of course you can use them, right? They are gonna make this fight a lot easier, but I do want to handicap myself so that you have some more room when it comes to performance. Some more like breathing room to make errors as well. And you really only have to like dodge the thing, right? And otherwise... dodge the pools because of energy, Monka. Like, dodging the pools is like almost more important than like dodging a strip swipe here. That would be energy degen. Oops. Alright, he's dead though. GG. Yeah, just dodge the pools because of the energy and then dodge his like triple swipe and you should be fine. Should be totally safe. Let's go to Kara as well. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, evade that. Fumble, 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 what the fuck? That's toxic. So many years will proc. Monka, Monka, Monka. Gotta be a little careful here. Yeah, maybe actually like... it seems a little bit squishier than the Krieg variant. Like the Krieg plus Milton's Helmet variant, to be honest. I mean it's... yeah, I guess Markovian is just a bit weaker after all. At least a little bit squishier. But damage is like... arguably maybe even better, I'm not quite sure to be honest. Would have to like look at the VODs and compare it properly, timing wise. But yeah, it feels a bit squishier than Krieg plus Milton's Helmet, but a bit faster.
How far shall we go?
Alright, 80 to 81. Ikebins, allo, allo. Brendan Schmelter, welcome. Playing this current Warlord build out with Cadence versus RF, it slaps hard. Yeah. Yeah, you can also play Cadence instead of RF if you want to, that's true. I guess. I mean, RF makes sure you're like proccing Shattering Smash more often, which is a noticeable part of the damage of this build. So yeah, I would probably also rather lean towards RF, but Cadence version is also okay. What's the Physical on those compared to... oh yeah, that's the difference, right? Markovian version has 40% physical resistance, and Warden's Shield plus Milton's Cask version has 80% physical resistance. It even has like 3% overcap for Fizzers, like... that's the difference. And Markovian is still like, actually not bad right now. But compared to Milton and Warden's Shield version, it's just worse. Like, I mean, this is... like, Markovian is rather worse than like the other green version, right? This is slightly faster damage-wise though, I think. Very slightly faster. As the rest is too OP in Grandon, we all know that. Yeah, it's getting nerfed next patch anyway, to be honest, so... all the like OP Fizz builds right now, they might be like completely different like in patch 1.2.1. But I mean, this is a patch 1.2.0. Top 20 lists after all. Just keep in mind that like, especially tankiness wise, many of these builds will probably lose some of their tankiness next patch. Like next big patch. Okay, we're gonna try to pull 2. Let's go with 2, right? Babies and Kuba, this should be easy. I just noticed now, for almost 2 years of Grim Dawn, that pet builds are secretly overpowered and easy to use, should have used them earlier on. Yeah, and even though survivability of pet builds last patch got nerfed and damage got buffed for pets, people were like crying, oh my god, pets are so bad, blah blah blah. I don't know, I mean, pets are pretty darn good in this game. Always have been. Secretly overpowered. I mean, the people that knew. People that didn't know, they maybe didn't know. I would say it was never a secret that like pet builds were OP, just like some people pretending they're not OP.
Well,
Remember Titan Quest pets scaling with difficulty setting? Yeah, it's kind of weird. To be honest. I mean, pet builds aren't like that. I mean, they are OP in their own way, of course. But if you wanna push like highest performance out of them, they're like not easy to play. Like not at all, actually. They're still kind of hard to play. Like I wouldn't say they're like unfairly OP, really. Maybe for some content they feel like a bit unfair, but overall I would say they're fine. Pets were coded like enemies in Titan Quest? Maybe. I mean, pets are the enemy after all. Titan Quest new. New lawless pick means you need to make a build themed for each set. To be honest, like on a good pet build, your character should usually be rather tanky too. The problem is that like the player character, no matter how tanky he is, right, if you are playing a pet build, he will most likely have pretty much no sustain. So while yes, you are tanky and you should never get one shot, you have to like keep in mind that you can't survive like getting consistently attacked because you have like no sustain basically. I mean, you have like some regen, and honestly like the regen buffs also help pet builds quite a lot. As long as you choose to go for those like regen like abilities as well. I think they even buffed like Ishtak Devotion a bit, so... Ishtak route seems pretty good for hardcore pets at least now. Oh shit. Rava and Iron Maiden. Monka. Probably like burst down Rava, honestly. Oh shit. That was close with his balls, he almost spawned them in my face. It was rather close. What are the top builds for 1.0?
well done.
Well done. You tell me, Naomi, you tell me. You have studied that patch after all. Alright, 82, 81, rather easily, honestly, on this build. Very good. We're gonna do Crucible 150 to 170. Naked. As in, no blessings. Oh wait, this is Crucible 1. What the fuck am I doing? Alright, Crucible 150 to 170. Naked, no blessings. Let's go. Obviously, on hardcore, I would always suggest you to get the blessings. They do make a big difference when it comes to performance. But I want to run naked because I want to, you know, give you guys the option to make life easier for you by getting myself a handicap. Also like to basically show that these builds are capable of doing the Crucible naked. Because they are so strong. Also, we need Guardians, right? What the fuck am I doing? Summon Guardians, please. No extra spawns though? No extra spawns, no. I'm gonna do normal spawns. Wouldn't the Imperial Set be more suitable for the Markovian build? I mean, I guess, yeah. Feel free to use whatever you think fits the vibe of your build the most. Right? You're getting triggered at my choices for MTX, you can just make better choices yourself. Rather more cunning than... Oh shit, I should like dodge the meteorite, what the fuck am I doing? Nah, you basically always go cunning on physical builds. Over physique. Because cunning is away and damage. I mean, you rarely go like full physique on physical or bleed or turn trauma or gears builds nowadays. I mean, you need, like, you go as much physique as you need to equip your gear, right? But other than that, you just go full cunning on these kind of builds. And that has been the case since like 1 or 2 years now, I would say. That's not like a new thing about this patch. But of course, if you feel like your DA is shit and you wanna get more DA, because you feel safer that way, you can still like go more DA, like more physique. Yeah, I really don't like going cunning on non-physical or pierce or bleed or internal builds. I really don't like it. I usually prefer to like get away just like as a base away stat or gear instead, ideally. But in very rare cases, even on like magic builds, you might want to get some cunning because otherwise you just can't get away. I hate it, but sometimes it's actually needed. Some have to. Yeah, I mean, it's almost no builds. Like, you can usually like always try to like fit in like something like aggressive of attack or like tempest of attack, rings or something like that. Like, you very rarely have to actually do it unless your gear is shit. But yeah, some of those builds, even with the best gear, still need to like put some points in, like in cunning. Rarely, but they do exist. People slaughtered. Not like this. Oh shit. Where's my 80% physical resistance from Warden's Fortress? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, dude. Okay. I mean, all things considered, this being like buffless 170 is totally fine performance to like have to kite like a little bit at the last wave. That's totally okay. I mean, with buffs this would be like giga easy, so yeah, good build. Good build, good build, good build. The Markovian set version of Blitz Warlord is good damage, maybe even like very slightly better damage than the green version, but tankiness is certainly like weaker. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out and expand the description below for Grimthrow's links and related playlists. Shout out to all of my supporters on Patreon, YouTube and Twitch. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't even exist. If you are new to this channel and you like my content, feel free to like, subscribe and head over to my Patreon to support me. All of your support will be used to create more Grim Dawn guides on YouTube like this, as well as additional Grim Dawn content for the upcoming community seasons. If you haven't heard of or played a community season yet, you can do so at any point, even when it's offline, via the website grimdawnleague.com. I hope you enjoy the content, and I'll see you around on the next one.